What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? And here we are. What's up, Wednesday? With your guy, G, the number one Cowboy fan in Hampton, and our guy, PR Cowboys, is in the house. Give it up. Man, oh man, here we are. What's up, Wednesday? And there's a lot of things that's going on and things taking place around the league. And man, how you doing, PR Cowboy?
Oh, I wish I was home, but I'm stuck at work still. So I'm going to try to stay on as long as possible, and we'll see how it goes tonight.
Oh, that's hey man, that is what it is. Sometimes that's what duty calls. Duty calls for us. Got to work, and I always say if you want to eat, you got to work, right?
That's right.
All right, man. So first, before we get started, I want to say thank you to all the Cowboy Huddle podcast followers and subscribers. Again, like I always say, without you guys, this is totally impossible. So we thank you guys for being a part of this show and hanging out with us. To be honest with you, everybody that pretty much a lot of content that we post, a lot of people that watch this are unsubscribed. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and basically become a subscriber, and so you can get the news that you can use. And with that being said, we have some news that we need to share, brother. So let's get right into this, man. And yeah. I'm sure you probably heard about it, but and y'all see the title: Jerry Jones gets fined. Yeah, that's what I said. So it says NFL fines Cowboys owner Jerry Jones $250,000 for obscene gesture towards fan during win over Jets. I mean, come on. Did you hear about this, fam?
Yeah, I saw the video.
Did you? Oh my gosh, yeah. So basically it says the NFL has fined Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones $250,000 for displaying an obscene gesture toward fans during Sunday's win over the Jets. Okay, NFL Network Inside Tom Pelissero reported on Tuesday Jones, who is likely to appeal the fine, Pelissero reported was seen in a viral video pointing towards the fan from his box at MetLife Stadium and then giving the middle finger. The Cowboys owner apologized for the act on Tuesday during the appearance on his radio show, explaining that the inadvertent finger was a response to a Cowboys fan. Somebody take this man keys, man. You cannot let this guy drive by himself. He said that was unfortunate. That was kind of an exchange with our fans out in front of us. Jones said on 105.3 The Fan, there was a swarm of Cowboy fans out in front, not Jet fan, Cowboy fans. The entire stadium was brimming with enthusiasm of the Cowboys, and certainly late in the game. Jones added, the gesture was inadvertent on my part because that was right after we made our last touchdown, and we were all excited about it. There wasn't any antagonistic issues or anything like that. I just put up the wrong show on the hand. That was inadvertently done. I'm not kidding. If you want to call it accidental, you can call it.
It didn't look accidental me, but whatever.
Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. I hadn't seen the video? I have seen it.
It doesn't look accidental.
So what he said, he had meant to put up the thumbs up, but he put up the. I guess.
How old is Jerry? How old is he? What is he?
82. 82.
I think we took my dad's keys away at 78, 79. I think we did that. So yeah, it might be that time.
Lord Nova's in the house. Give it up for Lord Nova, man. 85 is in the house. Lord Nova, we got to do something. We got to do something with your owner, man. Your owner is losing it. Somebody need to take his keys, man, because you can't let this guy drive at this age, man. There's no way you can do it. But this is where we are. He throws up He intentionally tried to throw up the thumbs up, and he threw those up there. So I'm sure. Can you imagine what the fans were thinking? Like, what was that? I mean, what did we?
What I do?
And I'm thinking, I'm like, oh well, maybe he's letting the fans know, the Jets fans know how he really feels, but it was two Cowboys fans, so I don't know, man. We got Patrick Wright in the house. Give it up for Patrick Wright of the My Fire Starter. He's in the house as well. What's up, guys? We're gonna get right into some news that you can use tonight, man, and I'm sure we have others coming on. Fleabug, you want to come on, or you gonna stay in the back? All right, so she's going to continue to moderate. So she's here as well. Give it a flea bug. Oh, that's wrong button. Let me get the right button. Yeah, she's the moderator, so she's watching everything that's going on. So Lord Nova says Jerry was like, but it wasn't to the Jets. It was to the Cowboy fans. He got, he got construed, I guess. All right, Lord Nova said, "What's up, Fleabug?" Yeah, she's waving at you, brother, in the back. She's waving at you. So yeah, that's what's going on. So now Jerry's been fined $250,000. I mean, Jerry, just if you're gonna do something like that, just hand it over this way. Let's just hand it on over this way. I can figure some things I can do with $250,000. Yeah. Lord knows said, "Wow, laugh out loud." Jerry's getting old. No, he is old. I get it old. He's old.
Yeah,
If
he's
you
been
don't
there.
know what finger to throw up or not, man. I mean, yeah, it's yeah. What's up, Fleabug? What do you think about this?
Hey, he didn't. He was trying to do that. He meant that on purpose. But send the link again because somebody needs it.
All right, I'm sending the link right now. Let's share
Send
this
it in the
link.
message. Send it in the message.
I'm going to get ready to do it right now. And here we go.
In
But
the message.
yeah. So you think he meant to do that? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying? He meant.
Yes, yes, he meant to do that. He was.
He
You
just
said
got caught. He got
you
caught
said he
doing
was
it.
trying to give somebody thumbs up. Like that's too. That's too many fingers apart. He meant to do that. He meant to do it. He meant to do. He just got caught, and he's mad. He got caught.
Unbelievable, man. This is
That old
unbelievable.
man need to
But
get
that's
some work
that's our
done.
that's our owner. That is our owner. So okay, the link is up, guys. You guys get a chance, check it out. You want to come on, hey, come on and hang out with us and chime in and let us know what you think about it, the Jerry Jones situation. Was it an accident or was it intentional? He said it was an accident. But we're gonna find out. And before we get started, we got somebody else in the house that's holding it down on the East Coast. It's our guy, Danny Savage, the draft guru. Give it up. Yee! What's up, my guy? How you doing, man?
Good, good. How's everything?
All right, man. Everybody's doing okay, man. We're just talking about your owner. I don't know if it's dementia, if it's if it was intentional. So that's the question. Was it intentional or was it an accident? That's the question. What do you think, Danny?
It was intentional.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely intentional.
So we saw the raw and uncut of Jerry Jones, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's starting.
raw, raw and uncut, boy. That's what it
Oh my God, he got caught, man. Don't you see that's what the family realized? There's cameras everywhere. You can't get away from the camera. So, if you're picking your nose, the camera catch you doing that. If you do something, you scratching your butt, you get caught doing that. So Jerry just got busted, straight up busted. But he said it was an accident, Danny, and he apologized to the fans. But he said it was an accident. He showed the wrong finger.
Yeah, he's starting to look more and more like Al Davis.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. No, yeah, yeah.
Man, let me give it up. God Almighty! I think he's getting there.
He'd been better off by just saying, like, I was trying to point at him instead of a thumbs up. Maybe you try to get away with it, but he went with the thumbs instead. So.
And he turned it this way. Oh my gosh! But yeah, that's what we got, man. We got hello, Lord Nova, Patrick Wright, and everyone on our live. All right, give it up. Yeah. So let's get on into this, man, for some news. You can news. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but this is what's going on. There's some unfortunate news that's out there right now. In week 5, Dallas injuries problem continued to grow as starting safety Donovan Wilson suffered an undisclosed injury against New York, while linebacker Jack Saborn, also a starter, left the game same time with a concussion. So, guys, I don't know, but it seems like the injuries are piling up. And
Yeah,
right now, we are at 18 going into week 6 with CeeDee Lamb, Cavante Turpin, Tyler Booker, Jack Sanborn, Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker. Oh my gosh, it's just it's Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith. So, Danny, what's the play, my man?
Well, that was the problem with Sanborn in Chicago. I mean, I think
Really?
he was only on the field for 17 games. He just and the fans with they didn't want to see him leave, but he was just injured and he only played 17 games. And then there's that saying, hurt people stay hurt. Donovan Wilson, you said Donovan Wilson got injured, undisclosed. I mean, he's getting
Yeah,
up in age, plus he's been, laying people out going across the middle for years now.
yeah, he
I
plays physical. Yeah,
didn't say what it is, but we said it all before the season started, man. This team has to stay healthy, and because we have
yeah.
no depth. So
So I kind of like the play of Wanye Thomas back there. I mean, I don't know,
yeah.
Pierre Cabot, how you feel about Wanye Thomas being back there at safety back there?
Not just him. I mean, look, do the injuries suck? Yes, but then you kind of see, like you said, Wanye Thomas comes in. You see the rookie James get a shot at linebacker and has like what 15 tackles in the game or something. Uh,
Bro.
you get Flournoy on the offensive side of the ball, which I think that now here's the question now. When these guys get healthy, are we going to go back to the old coaches where you're just putting guys in because of this is what you had, or are you going to play the better guy? Because to me, Flournoy should be ahead of Tolbert on the depth chart.
Yeah,
Uh, I think James should be ahead of Sandberg at linebacker on the depth chart. And Thomas, if he now, like I said, he'll get his chance to play more games because the safeties, I think Hooker's on the IR. So we'll see if we
right.
can continue this and stuff like that. But there are some guys that I feel like should be ahead of these guys. Now I get it's one game. Can they consist? Uh, I uh, like to me, just on the impressive thing to me is this, like what we've seen in the past is like when we get an injury somewhere, we just don't know how to coach around it, right? We've seen it in the past. We lose a left tackle, that gets sacked 8 times during the game because we don't know what we're doing to coach around that injury. And we're
Yeah,
missing 4 offensive linemen, we're missing 2 wide receivers, and then you had to throw Blue, the rookie, in there as your backup running back because Sanders was hurt, and you're just like that. To me, what has impressed me the most about Schottenheimer coaching around these injuries. Yes, it's the Jets. You can say what it is, but you're still coaching to the strengths of these guys and coaching around these guys.
yeah. And before we go, because I want to ask Danny about Shamar James, but before it was just brought to my attention. Football Junkie also brought it to my attention, but we talk about the Jets, but the Jets been in dog fights the last 3 or 4 games, and I mean they just been shooting themselves in the foot with all the penalties and everything, and we see what's going on, but um we can't just say that they weren't a good team. It's just they're going through a transition, and they're a pretty darn good team. But yeah, it just so happened to happen that way. But and so I agree with you what you're saying, PR Cowboy. But I was saying the same thing. We know it's the Jets, but the Jets is just basically going through some tough times
Yeah,
right now.
no diss to them. Yeah, like you're right, but it's just like you still, like you said, if you want to use that excuse, it's the Jets, cool. But it still took a good coaching job to coach around all these injuries that we had to, still put up 37 points in
Yeah,
that game, you know?
yeah,
So it still took some, and we saw it last week against Green Bay where they had a game plan for Micah on how they were going to attack that defense and put up 40 points. So, like, I like what I'm seeing as far as them working around all these injuries. I just want to see
yeah.
when these other guys are healthy, are you going to continue to get these guys that have stepped in? Are you going to play the better guy? Is what I want to see.
And I got you, Danny. But the thing about it is what Brian Schottenheimer said. This is a competitive culture that they're using. It's all about competition. So let the man play if that's the case. But Danny, let me ask you this real quick. So about Shamar James, should he play in front of Jack Sanborn? Well, I guess you'll agree to that. But
At this
what do
point,
you think
yeah,
about
of
his
course.
play, James play?
I mean, Shamar James slid in the draft because I believe it was 23 or 24. He dislocated his kneecap. So we love
Mm,
drafting guys with injured knees, but he had to go back. But he's much more athletic than Jack Sanborn.
yeah,
Jack Sanborn is more like an old school throwback kind of big linebacker, which we haven't had in a long time, but which always is good when you get to December, January, playing the bad weather
yeah,
games, running. But Kamar James should be playing now. But do we really think it's like Schottenheimer making these decisions, or is it going to be Jerry? Because we know if Jerry's paying you, we've seen Zeke out there limping when we had healthy running backs on the bench. If
mhm.
Jerry's paying you, he's going to play you. He doesn't. That's the way he's going to be. So I see them when Guyton gets hit back, them putting him back to left tackle, even though they should probably throw him to right tackle. But I mean, we have all these running backs sitting on the IR. Hopefully, I mean, you got Blue in, you got to see what you got for him. Miles Sanders never even should have even made this team. We had Blue and Maffa. Maffa made the IR. I really don't think he was injured at all. That was Jerry just stashing him. But you have
Yeah.
these young kids play him. You
So
know,
let me ask you. What do you think about? Which I kind of I've been watching him for a while. And I like Ryan Flanoy. So what do you think about his play on Sunday?
he definitely had a breakout game. He's a little bit of an older prospect. He's he's in his second year. Uh, Either Southwest Missouri State or Southeast Missouri State. He's a little bit
I think it's
older.
Southeast. Southeast.
He's 26 years old. He was a 25-year-old rookie, so he's a little bit older. Yeah, he's a little bit older than a lot of even some of the guys that have been on the team a few years. But he had a coming out game. We just got to see, listen, we're playing Carolina this week. Dallas should do what they're doing. They should do what they did to the Jets to Carolina. But, it was this is what's expected of them. We know our defense is 32nd and horrible, but the offense, should be doing that. And we'll see what happens after the Carolina game, when the
Yeah.
competition gets a lot harder.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Hey, and before we go any further, we have to give a big shout out to our guy, Cowboys Corner. Give it up.
What's going on, you guys? First of all, I want to say this to G. Hampton. All right. You asked me a question last week about Connor Riley and Clayton Allen.
Oh, we're not finna go.
I'm about to give you props. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay, hold on, man. Damn.
I know you, buddy. But anyway,
you
go
asked
ahead.
me a question about do we give Connor Riley and Clayton Adam credit? And I said, no. I said, we knew what Brock Hoffman and TJ Bass was, right?
Right.
Then you add two more injuries to the offensive line. So you got 4 out of the 5 hurts. You got 4 guys coming in here playing. Big shout out to UG Hampton. You wanted them to get credit. I said, no, hold up. I got to see a little more. So, G. Hampton, I'm giving you credit for the O-line coaches of Connor Riley and Clayton Adams today.
know, and that because guys, think about it. There's been a time when one lineman go out, the whole line goes to compute. So, I mean, dude, we have 4 out of the 5 that was missing, and that's what I wanted to ask you guys about. Nate Thomas. I mean, now Tyler Smith gave him kudos about how he played. I mean, Danny, what do you think about Nate Thomas playing at that left tackle?
He should be the left tackle the rest of the season, but they won't do that because Jerry's never going to admit he made a mistake. I mean, me personally, I cannot give up on Guyton until I see Guyton fail at right tackle. That's what he played his 13 games in college. Played 15 games in college, 2 at tight end, 13 at right tackle. So until I see him fail at right tackle, then I can move on. But Thomas should be the starting left tackle. But I could be mistaken. But didn't we even let him off our team last year? And then we brought him back off somebody else's practice squad? So it's I mean, he was a tackle from Louisiana Tech. I thought they were going to throw him inside, but he should be the left tackle. But Jerry Jones is not going to admit he makes a mistake. He hates saying that, I think most likely is you're going to see at the end of the year come Steele be gone, then they're going to throw Guyton to the right tackle, but we're still going to need a tackle. But I have a quick question.
Okay.
Do we think who's playing better at center, Beebe or Hoffman?
Brock Hoffman.
Go ahead, Connor.
Brock Hoffman's playing better.
All right, just wondering.
I'm gonna say Beebe.
Why? Why are you saying BB?
It's simply because, okay, I'm glad you asked me that because I got an answer for you. Because really and truly, you brought in a collegiate player that played guard, never played center before. You brought him in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not going to work. And then we bring in Tyler Guyton along with him, taking him from right tackle to left tackle. So I'm looking at Cooper Beebe. I'm like, dude, this is like the captain of the O-line. Dude, he hasn't missed in 2 years. This guy has not missed. Cooper Beebe. Now, again, I don't take anything from Brock Hoffman. It's a great way to bring the next man up. But Beebe hasn't missed. I don't think he has, but it's just my opinion. I just think when you bring a collegiate player in and you say, hey, you're not going to play guard, you're going to play center. And he has not missed. So, I mean, it'd be different. We could say, oh, man, this guy gives up a lot of sacks and things. But, man, everything that goes into playing center, being able to recognize your mic, being able to make sure your line is lined up, being able to snap the ball and then making a block, and you never play center. That's the reason I said. That's the reason I say that Beebe is probably playing a little bit better. But, we're not missing a beat, though. So, but you can explain why you think Brock is better.
Yeah, no, we're not missing a beat. And it's looking way better. I like the way Brock Hoffman finishes the plays, right? Cooper Beebe has allowed some pressures up the middle this year. And we've identified that on multiple shows. It's like, man, I don't know, Beebe, what's going on there. But I think overall, you could tell who's more experienced at center, who's more physical at center. And calling the hot mic, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I think that's all Dak Prescott. Like setting the protection, calling the mics. I don't know if Brock Hoffman's doing that, but I'm identifying with my eyes Dak Prescott's doing that. And that's something that crippled Dak Prescott because we had a Travis Frederick here who was the quarterback of the offensive line, who was doing that. And then you come in here and Tyler Biotish wasn't doing it to a level. And so there was miscommunication there with that. And then you got Cooper Beebe learning that. But I think Dak has taken the mic calling and the protection settings to a whole other level this year.
Yeah, and that's great. Whoever gets the job done, and I'm gonna tell you, Dak has been playing lights out, man. So again, let me ask you guys about this Dak, and Dak is ranked up very, very high in all categories as we go into week 6. So Cowboys corner, I'm gonna start with you. So what is it that's making Dak play as well as he's playing right now?
So I'm going to take you guys back to the year of 2014. 2014 was Romo's best statistical year, and he had DeMarco Murray, NFL leading rusher. He had Des
Right.
Bryant, 16 touchdowns, number one wide receiver. But Tony Romo, on the other hand, in that year, he would kill. He would do audibles. He made good timing throws. He made a lot of deep throws, a lot of accurate passes. Now, fast forward to 2025, 11 years later. Dak Prescott is on that level. He's trusting his film process. I've never seen this dude go up, tell his running back to scoot up in between in the B gap and block that linebacker because Dak knows he's coming. Never have I seen Dak Prescott do that. He moved. Who's that limpy gimpy Texas running back? What the hell's his name?
Blue.
He moved Jadon Blue. He moved him. I said, hey, get that guy. Now everyone's talking about, oh, did you see that run blitz pickup? Dak told him who to get. Dak told him who to get. He don't get credit for that. But you look at the way he's setting protection, moving his line, moving Jake Ferguson in to help block. Dude, this is Romo 2014 type stuff. And what does he have? He has the number 2 running back in the league. He has George Pickens, who has 5 touchdowns leading the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb's on the bench. And Dak Prescott's still doing this. Still doing it. Dak Prescott is trusting his film. I don't know if it's Schottenheimer influencing Dak Prescott in any of this film watching, but this is a Dak Prescott in 5 weeks of football, even with the stutter step in Chicago. I did not like that with the 14-point thing, but I have never seen Prescott play the way he's playing right now.
Yeah. So Danny, let's hear your take. What is making Dak play at such a high level that he's playing at right now? He's looking good.
Dak has always been a good regular season quarterback. I've always said he's a great fantasy quarterback. I've drafted him in fantasy drafts. It's always the playoffs that he has his stutter steps and the big games. Listen, I've been harder on him than probably a lot of other people, but I'm honest. So as up to now, I can't be anything. I can't be hard on him. He's doing what he's supposed to do against the teams that we're playing. It's like I said, though, but I'm showing my age. The Dallas standard is you win the Super Bowl or the season is a failure. And I'm showing my age, but do I think we're going to get there? But no, I just want to see him go up against when we hit the second half of the season schedule. You know, hopefully, listen, he has 10 years experience. He shouldn't be making mistakes. Hopefully, Schottenheimer, simplified things. I posted this question the other night. As crazy as this sounds, do we think with Lamb being hurt and just Pickens being that one guy out for him there now, that actually made him have to – this is not like a dig on him at all. Think less but know what he has and not doing more looks. Because he's always unstoppable the last 50 seconds of a game when you just say, yo, go out and schoolyard football. I've said that, so. But
let me ask you this, Savage. Ryan Flournoy, for example, a guy came out of nowhere against the Jets. Sauce Gardner's on that defense. There's some good some defensive line pieces on there. They obviously we knocked the snot out of them. They're a horrible team, but it is what it is. I digress. But have you seen we could talk about Dak Prescott playing in the regular season, but have you seen him this detailed? Ryan Flournoy getting 100 yards, the guy at nowhere, right? Just to give you an example, Jalen Tolbert, the most yards he's had as a Cowboy is 98 yards. Pickens, Lamb, and now Flournoy are the only wide receivers on this team to have 100 yards in their career in a game. Okay, do you identify that? I've been calling Dak Prescott the regular season MVP for years, but this style of play from Dak, have you seen it?
Well, like I said, he's played great up against the competition. The Philly game was a weird game with the suspension, the weather. That was a very crazy game. Then maybe Green Bay's defense isn't as good as we thought it was, but like I said,
They were third at the time.
if he's playing like this towards the end of the season, that's great. But still, like in my opinion, like I said, I'm a little harsh. It's rings or nothing, man, for me. But I can't say anything bad about him so far. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say a bad word about him.
But you have to realize, though, I get it. It's rings or nothing, but we're talking about week 5. Week 1 to week 5.
So like I said, it's very, very early. Like we still played. I mean, Sauce got his $100 million contract and looked like he took the rest of the season off. The Jets were battling. They had a real tough game 2 weeks ago against Tampa, and they could have won that game and they blew it. But it is the NFL. Anyone can beat anyone on any given Sunday. So just hope he keeps it up, and maybe the defense will finally come around. But I don't think so. Defense is too far gone.
Well, let me give you my take on it because, Dak is playing like I've never. I'm a kind of compare it Cowboys corner to when he came in when we went 13-3, and we saw him do what he does best, RPOs and things like that. They played the game to his strengths, and I'm looking at this season as if we know that Schottenheimer has been sitting with Dak for several years now, and maybe 3 years now, to where now he's taking the goods and the bads about Dak and say, okay, let's mold this to what Dak does great. Because right now he's getting rid of the ball at 2.5 seconds. That's how quick he's getting rid of the ball. And they're saying everything that he's done is in rhythm. Drop, 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 pass. Drop, 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 handoff. Drop, drop. Everything's rhythm. I really think, man, he's more comfortable in this scheme, in this offense, than I've ever seen him be. I mean, because again, it's not like he has to do a lot of thinking when we compare him to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy offense was just dead out the water, and it just didn't work, which it made it complicated for Dak. So I'm gonna have to agree with Cowboys corner on this one. I mean, this guy's playing. He's at the top, and it's still early. And then you're right. I'm like you too, Danny. It's Super Bowl or nothing because we've been around a long time. We've seen the playoffs, but we've also witnessed the Super Bowls. We've been there. But again, it's still early in season, and we do have some other teams that we need to face to see. But I think this is a natural for him. It's like he really knows his offense. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which guy, Cowboys?
And if you guys watch a little film breakdown on that tight end screen for Ferguson, right? Normally the guards pull and go block up front.
I know it.
They pulled the left tackle, Nate Thomas, all the way across the formation where it was the craziest design. You never really see a left tackle pull from left all the way to right for a tight end screen. Like Schottenheimer, I can't confidently say that this is the same old Jason Garrett, Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy, because there is a little Schottenheimer wrinkle in this shit right here.
No, facts. Let's welcome Cowboys champ in the house. Give it up for Cowboys champ.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Man, we're doing great, man. So we're talking, and I'm asking question. I want you to kind of give us your thoughts about it. I asked the question: what is it that's making Dak play at such a high level that he's playing at right now?
I think it's a combination of things. One, having the running game to suit his playing ability, because in the past when Cowboys have a running game, that's when Dak excelled. And I think another thing, he's probably trying to shut up the doubters and the haters that he can play this game.
Yeah,
the way he should be.
Yeah, and it goes back to the scheme because when under Mike McCarthy and the guys before Mike McCarthy, everything's been combo block. What we see these guys doing now, these offensive linemen are releasing to the second level. They're putting a body on the body. So this is creating a great running game for our guy Javonte Williams. But at the same time, I want to ask Capricorn, did you see I guess it was a little flare pass that we ran, and we used the running back as the blocker for the running back. I don't know if you saw that, but it was more like a little screen play to the running back, but they used the fullback to lead. It was
Oh
it
yeah,
was great.
yeah,
It was
yeah. No,
crazy.
yeah. Hunter Lemke had a big impact in this game.
Yes, yes, yes. So, again, it's still early. It's still early. And the offense is playing well. But let me say this. Aaron Hinkle said, yes, it's early, but it's week 6 and Dak has been playing. Yeah, he really has. So we know about this offense. Now we did see something on Sunday, but let me ask you this here, Danny. Was the Jets offense that bad, or did our defense improve?
When your defense is ranked 32, it doesn't go to 15 overnight. The Jets just laid a goose egg. I'm sorry. And yet we still gave up what? Close to 20 points in the fourth quarter. We
22
allowed,
points.
I believe, 22. Yeah, nah. The Jets need a quarterback big time. And listen, if our defense was middle of the pack and then we made a great stride, I can say, yeah, we've improved. But the fact when you're ranked 32 and where you've been the last 4 weeks, I just we still can't stop the run. I mean, it's
So Danny, what is the fix? Because I did see a few stunt plays. We sacked the quarterback 5 times. So that's a lot more improvement than we've seen in the past. So what is it going to take in order to get this defense up to
it
par?
takes adjustments. Where like last year we didn't see any adjustments. The year before, when you can't get to the quarterback, there's one thing: you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. And if you can't get to the quarterback, I got no problem sending a blitz. And I used to have a problem with Dan Quinn when he couldn't stop the run. There's a thing called a run blitz, but he would never even call that. So, they're sending more people, and, Clowney is going to get a few snaps. People are going to look at him more, but they just have like a rotation of a lot of young kids. But I just think they're not stopping the run. That's just going to, especially
Okay, Cowboys champ. Okay, right. I got you. Cowboys champ, what do you think? Was the Jets offense that bad, or did our defense improve?
The Jets offense was that bad. The Jets offense was they were that bad. But on the same tone, you actually see some improvement that Eberflus was doing. They were blitzing more. They were playing more man to man. So I'm not saying they're going to fix it, but it's a start.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing a lot of missed tackles, and that's what they play the defense. But it's a start, but it's up to like Danny said, they have to continue to make adjustments during the game.
Yeah. Okay, before we go any further, I'm gonna let you get back. Let's do a channel identification real quick, if we can, real quick. Let's
Yes,
see
go
if I
Pete.
can bring that up. Watch out, man. Here we go.
Welcome to the
Let's go.
Cowboys Huddle Podcast, your go-to spot for all things Dallas Cowboys. Whether it's breaking news, game day updates, insider rumors, or honest fan takes, we've got you covered. We're diving deep into the star every week, bringing you the latest and the loudest from Cowboys Nation. So hit that subscribe button, buckle up, and let's ride with America's team.
So Cowboys champ, now you do have a legitimate point on that, because when we say that the offense was that bad, it's simply because the penalties. Oh my gosh. They could not get out their way. The Jets could not get out their way. It was just like one penalty after another. So, I can agree with you. But again, like we say, they have been in a dogfight these last three or four games. It's just, we just didn't have a problem when we played them. But Aaron Hinkle says it's a little both. Defense played better, but the Jets are the Jets, and we played that game like we were supposed to win. What you got? What you got, Cowboys corner?
It was the defense playing better, damn it. All right, check this out. 5 sacks that the Jets allowed up until the Cowboys played them. And then the Cowboys got 5 sacks in one game. They allowed 5 sacks all year. All right? That's defense. Okay? The Justin Fields had the most yardage of any game this year against this defense. All right? We don't believe in garbage time yards when it comes to Dak. Oh, I guess we do. Yeah, we do believe in garbage time yards. Maybe it was garbage time yards, but yeah, it is what it is. But guess what? He had the most yards than he had against this defense than he had all year. All right? 1 against the Steelers, 2 against the Bills, 0 against the Bucks. And then Miami, I think they had 1 sack too. No, they had 2. Miami had 2. So that was 5 sacks right there. 1, 2, 2, and then bam, we come in and we lay down the 5 hammer. All right. Then you look at his rushing. All right. 7 carries, 26 yards. A mobile quarterback on this defense getting held to 26 yards. That's defense. All right. We know that mobile quarterbacks can run all over this defense. They try to hit us with the screen game. Where did that screen game get them? Nowhere. The defense fixed that. All right. I'm giving more props to this defense because I'm not going to take away from how Y.A. Thomas played. I'm not taking away how a bunch of these guys played. But guess who got a sack in that game, God dog? His name is Osa Odigizua. All right. People have been pounding Osa to get a sack. Osa got a sack. Everybody gets sacks. This right here.
We're hyping up $100 million guy getting a sack versus the Jets.
Was I done?
Have we seen how young the Jets have a rookie right tackle, a second year player at left tackle, and tip him in the middle of center, and $100 million defensive tackle? We're going crazy for 1 sack.
I'm going crazy, absolutely, and I wasn't done yet. So, and then we got Osa making plays. We got Sam Williams, the knucklehead Sam Williams. He gets a sack, right? And then let me take you guys to H-Town down there in Texas. But don't forget the James Avenue. That is James Houston. 3.5 sacks. Micah Parsons has 2.5. Riddle me that, Batman. Shout out to this defense. They did what they were supposed to do. And Fleabug, I hope you're listening, because James Houston has more sacks than your beloved Micah No Sack Parsons.
Oh, don't start that. Don't start.
And I got COVID, wow. So I apologize if my voice cracks.
Well, and again, yeah, I did see some stunts that they were running, 5-man rush on the front line. So all that does make a difference. So maybe Eberflus is trying to make some adjustment, but I really say that the Jets game and this upcoming game with the Carolina Panthers, which your guy has Rico Dowdle said, the Cowboys is going to have to buckle up.
I love
talking. Just saying.
I love Rico talking.
Now, wait. Now, Rico exploded for 206 yards and a touchdown on 23 carries and added 28 receiving yards for 234 yards from line of scrimmage, helping power the Carolina Panthers' frantic comeback in a thrilling 27-24 win over Miami. So, hey, he's feeling himself, Cowboys champ. Rico Dowdle say you guys better buckle up because it's going to be a long day. What are you thinking, brother?
I challenge Cowboy defense, stop the run, because from listening to a couple of media guys, Carolina passing offense is atrocious. They're missing a lot of key players on their offensive line, and that's the reason why they have to run the ball, because they couldn't pass against the Dolphins. So stack up the line, Rico. If you want to talk a good game, prove it. Cowboys, it's your chance. Stop the run, let them force the pass, because once the offense get the ball, Cowboys offense is going to be scoring a lot.
Right. So, Danny Savage, I know you probably know this guy. So we re-signed Julius Woods to the practice squad. So he was here once before. You know much about this guy, but they're talking pretty big about this guy. Are you familiar with him, Julius
Julius
Woods?
Woods. Not at
Okay.
all.
Well,
What's
they're
not
saying that he was close to making the 53-man roster, but we put him in practice squad, and I think the Titans picked him up, and we lost him. So now he's back with the Cowboys. I thought maybe you guys would know a little bit more about him, but
position?
evidently the Cowboys like him.
Oh yeah, he was the training camp preseason warrior of 2024.
There you go. Yeah.
Don't buy the hype.
Yeah. So it's been told also, guys, that there's good news that it's been told that CeeDee Lamb would not be put on IR.
Yeah, there's no tape on his ankles, and he's already running the stretchies, so he'll be fine. He might be back this week.
No, not this week. Not this
Shit, don't be surprised. He ain't got no tape on that ankle.
He don't have to come back this week.
I haven't got to talk about Rico yet.
Well, come on, talk. Oh, my bad. Come on, talk about Rico, because Rico said hey, you better buckle up, buddy.
Now, what did he get last week?
206 yards, buddy.
And you know what? Some ugly people have kids. Every once in a while, you get lucky, right? So it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and play patty cake with Rico Dowdle. He was on this team for 5 years. He had one good year. He hit 1,000. Oh, we didn't play. We played Zeke. We did this. We did that. Ugly people have kids too. It is what it is. And one more thing. Osa is not $100 million man. It was an $80 million total contract with $58 million guaranteed. So he's a $58 million man. That's half the number. We're over-exaggerating. I digress.
Calm down, corner. Calm down.
I'm like Danny. Wow, woo! He got a sack.
But he ain't 100 million. He ain't 100 million. He's 58.
He ain't worth 50.
So
he is. He is.
So let's get into this Carolina Panther game that's coming up this Sunday. So Danny, what are you expecting to see coming this Sunday at high noon when we face the Carolina Panthers? I mean,
it's a game at home or you're playing. Is it a home or away?
Game. It's away.
It's away.
It's away.
That's tough. Away games are always a little bit tougher, it seems, on the Cowboys than home. Listen, every team's. Listen, you always should look to establish the run first to open up the pass. So, but any team that faces us, they're going to look to run the ball down our throats. If Dallas has anything that's going to show us at the end of the year, they should go into Carolina, like 35-7. If it's any close to the game, I'm trying to say it's going to be a disappointment. They should do what they're playing against. And then once we get the harder part of the schedule, then we got to see what we're going against. But it's not like, we're going into a hostile environment. But still, it's hard to win on the road in the NFL. But I just don't want – but it's not me, but a lot of people I think it's just getting their hopes up with the easier part of the schedule, which we all knew was in the beginning of the season. But for our young team – playing the easier part of the schedule does help them early in the season to get experience.
So, Cowboys champ, is this a tune-up game for the Cowboys, or should they not? Should they be a little concerned going into Sunday's game?
Oh, they should always be concerned because they really haven't beaten like a top playoff team, but each game, if they be successful, it gives the younger players and this brand new coaching staff confidence to go on to the next game. And to be honest, they all still learning. It's the whole new coaches regime. They still learning how to coach together, their players. So it's all a learning experience. So every successful drive, every successful play that they do, it benefits them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and it's still early. They're still gelling. They're still trying to play together. Aaron Hinkle said, if the Cowboys put pressure on this team early and keep their foot on the gas, they win this game very easily. Again, I think they're definitely going off of the motivation from last week for sure. So they got a little confidence behind them, and I'm sure that they're gonna come up with that same attitude. But let me ask you this here, Cowboys corner. Uh, this linebacker play, Morris Luafau. Um, what do you think about him and being on the field? I mean, do you think he deserves more time on the field, or should we still be having Kenneth Murray Jr. and some other 1 and 2 year contractors out there on the field?
Sam Burr needs to be cut immediately. Immediately. Marist, he has a lot to work on. He's not perfect, but he's better a tackler. He's a better pursuer than Sam Burn.
Yeah.
Shamir James needs more reps than Sam Burn as well. I think Shamir James needs more reps than Kenneth Murray Jr. I'm waiting for who to come back? DeMarvion Overshown. That's who I'm waiting to come back. I need Overshown, I need Shamir James, and I need Maris Luafau on the field at the same time. Time's ticking. Hold down the fort. Help's on the way because this shit's about to get beautiful. All right? Now, about the game, G. Hampton. Get ready for these bum Cowboy fans. I said it. Bum Cowboy fans. Tet McMillan over there in Carolina. Remember, we got to go draft Tet. He about to get shut down.
T-Mac.
Trayvon Diggs, this is your game. Deron Bland, this is your game. Reddy Stewart, this is your game. Bryce Young don't even got 1,000 yards passing. Shut these dudes down. Period. I want goose egg, G. Hampton. I want goose egg, Savage, Chance, goose egg.
Look, do we forget that we made Caleb Williams look like he was playing against UCLA 2 weeks ago?
That's old news, Savage. I'm looking forward. We can't look backwards. I got to look forward, Savage.
I've said it a million times. Why does everyone have their playoff game against us? Their coming out party against us.
Well, it's time to have our coming out party.
And I'm not a Tet McMillan fan at all.
I know you wasn't.
He was my fifth wide receiver. I had Amika Ibuka rated much.
Oh, yeah. That was the number one receiver in the draft.
But all I'm trying to say is it just seems like so many guys have their coming out party. And I don't think this team can overlook anyone. Because look what Chicago did.
With the defense.
I'm not looking backwards. I'm looking forward. We got 5 sacks. We're shutting people down. Goose egg. Let's go.
So now, Danny, you were shaking your head when Cowboys corner mentioned DeMarvion Overshown.
What?
Because Overshown he's had 3 knee operations already. His scars are not even healed yet. Listen, I think we all can agree this is not a Super Bowl team. I could be mistaken. I believe Overshown blew his knee out last year, week 14. Listen, he's someone's son. He's someone's father, mother. You know what I'm trying to say? If that was your kid, you're going to push him out there before he's even 100%? Listen,
I'm not a doctor.
Come on, bro. A doctor's going to say what's beneficial of the Dallas Cowboys, not about the player. Doctors don't care about the players. Doctor's going to tell them what Jerry tells them. Players don't pay the doctor. Jerry does. What I'm trying to say with Overshown is he has potential. He's had 3 knee surgeries already. He hurt his knee week 14 last year. If you want to see this kid healthy for next year, let him heal. It's anyone that wants to see him play this year never played a sport or never had a surgery. I'm sorry.
Well, I had my tonsils taken out, and I played football, baseball, track. I even played bowling. All right, I even played bowling. But check
there
this
is
out.
there.
Trayvon Diggs also had back-to-back knee surgeries on the same knee.
And how does this?
And he's out there playing.
And he's a shell of his former self.
I wouldn't say that. He's coming along. He's coming along. He's coming along.
Well,
He was rusty at first.
Well, now here's the deal. Now we probably got the best surgeon in the country with Daniel Cooper. Daniel Cooper. We have a lot of players outside of the Dallas Cowboys that come to him to have the procedures done. But again, there's a timeline that these players are given. My son was given a timeline. So the thing about with these players, sometimes they just cannot escape the injury bug. We saw that with Sean Lee. We saw that with DeMarco Murray. These some guys
Tony
are just
Romo.
yeah. So hopefully he can get past this injury bug, but he's given a timeline, and this is when the trainers and the strength and conditioning and the surgeon himself say, okay, he's ready. The biggest thing about when you have a knee surgery is learning to trust the knee. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest thing, learning to trust the knee. So I don't think they're going to rush him, Danny. I think he's going to get opportunity to heal. It's just hopefully he can stay healthy. That's the problem. That is the problem. So, it's just time. I'm excited to see him come back because I'm like you. I want to see Shamar James. I want to see Overshown, and I want to see Luafau out there on the field. Let the young guys play. And then with Ezeraku on the end, let the young guys play. It's time.
Break it down for me. How did the Dallas Cowboys handle your son's injury again? Like they gave him a timeline. Like when do they put that timeline in?
Oh man, it's probably about after 8-9 months. About 8-9 months, and then that's
when do they do it? Right after the surgery? Do they do it pre-op? When do they set the timeline?
It's more about the rehab. It depends on how he recovers from his rehab and how fast he recovers from rehab. So that it's hard to put a timeline until he goes through a rehab. If he's not having any problems, they can say, okay, he'll be ready here.
And Overshown's going through rehab right now.
Oh, Overshown running down the field.
Because Overshown said it himself. It was an exclusive interview. Overshown said it himself. He's eyeing before Thanksgiving. That came out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
It ain't about the parents putting their kids out there. It's about the player knowing his body and putting himself out there.
Aaron Hickle says, we're not overlooking this team. We are seeing the biggest flaw, in my opinion. The Panthers are not ready at this time, but they will get better as time goes. I guess as long as they got Bryce Young, it ain't going to happen. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. I feel sorry for that kid, man. It is. But anyway, here we are. Cowboys champ. Final score. We got about 2 minutes to get out of here. Give us the final score. Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers. And your score is?
I'm not going to make a prediction. Just say that they should win.
I need that one.
They should win.
Say what?
They should win the game. If it's close, then the Cowboys still got a lot of problems that they need to fix on.
All right, Cowboys Corner. What's your final score?
Same score as last week, 41-40.
Oh my gosh, stop it. So that's a win. So yeah, that got us over the hump last week, that score. Yeah, go with that score. Danny Savage, what you got for the final score?
I'm not going to give a final score. I'm just going to say Dallas should go in there, handle business, and always make it a W. Because whether it's 45-0 or 14-13, at the end of the game, it's still a W and it's still in hell. So if we should win. We should beat them.
I'm going 35-13.
What?
35-13 Cowboys win. I'm telling you, they're running off a high right now, and they see what they're up against. So they're going to come out mashing the gas. So that's my final score, man. So, all right, guys, you got any last word before we get out of here? Because I think we held these folks up long enough. What y'all got?
Wash your hands, watch your ass. Flu and COVID is going around.
Yeah, there definitely is something going on the East Coast.
What's wrong with you, G Hampton?
You know, I'm gonna stop doing
Everybody said
the final words because this guy here. what you what you got, corner? I mean, what you got, champ?
everybody save your money because everything is too damn expensive.
Woo, that's a good one. Yeah. Savvy, what you got?
If you ever gotta step into a courthouse, whether it's a traffic ticket or anything, you never ever step foot into a courthouse without an attorney.
Ooh, that's enough. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
attorney gonna cost more than that traffic ticket.
No, what? Yeah, but they're like
It might
they
be
all know
worth
each
it.
other.
It said attorney fee $500, speeding ticket $100.
It might be
Give me
worth
the
it.
$100 speeding ticket, please. I didn't contest.
Yeah,
I
and you get
was speeding.
insurance charges, so it's cheaper.
All right, Aaron Hickle said 34-21. Golly, Aaron, you think we're gonna give up 21 points? Good grief. What happened to that Aaron defense? But anyway.
They got 10 over there. Just wait, it's coming. Tet.
Yeah, I got a tip for everyone. Whatever you do, don't run with sharp scissors. Anyway,
unless you're an Eagle
that's
fan, you could do that. Unless you're an Eagle fan,
unless you're an
can do
Eagle
that.
fan. There you go. All right, guys. With that being said, like we always say, continue to stay safe, continue to be blessed, and whatever you do, continue to be kind. Kindness costs nothing. We need to be more kind to each other. So let's try that for once, okay? All right, and we're out of here. Deuces.